You've found your way to Side Door Sound, where we're hearing from the bands worth hearing. Each episode, we'll catch up with a band that's on the road making great music right now. We'll share some whiskey and some conversation, and you might even find your new favorite band. And if you enjoy the episode, and we think you will, do all those good things like liking and following. We appreciate it. Now sit back, have a little bit of whatever relaxes you, and enjoy the show. You found the sound on Side Door Sound. Hey, thanks for tuning your dial to Side Door Sound. I'm Brent, your Side Door man. And I'm here at the Burl in Lexington, Kentucky with Zack, Dylan, and Matthew, who, when you put them together, make DeeOhGee. And I'm telling you, folks, I've been tracking these guys for a long time. I've seen them live a couple times. The music is just continues to be great. The live performances, even better. And so it's my pleasure to have them here. So, guys, welcome.
Brent, thank you for having us.
Oh, you bet.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
So we're here in Lexington, and I understand, Dylan, Lexington is your home now. Is that correct?
Yes,
All
that
right.
is correct.
Excellent. And
I've lived here for now 4.5 years.
Yeah, okay. You like it better than Nashville?
Time
Or
flies.
just a different place?
I like things about it better than Nashville.
Yeah.
I miss my friends in Nashville, but it's cheaper here, and it's not as busy,
Yeah.
and I like those things.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Still good music.
Yeah. And so, Matthew, I think in a prior interview, I heard you say that Lexington is kind of a home away from home for the whole band. So this is one of your favorite places to be.
Absolutely, yeah. We've been coming here. Zach and I came here for the first time to the Green Lantern in 2010, 11?
Sounds right.
Somewhere in there. Rest in peace, Harry. But yeah, we've been coming here for a long time now, and this town has a lot of things that we're into, and we immediately found friends here and a lot of support and love, and it's been great over the years. And I think we were just discussing it. We played the Burl's first show. I didn't know if that was real or not. I kind of forgot if that was real.
We did.
But it was. I think the Burl just had their birthday. It was 10 years ago. 10?
Okay.
I think it's 10 years ago.
Mhm.
And we played their first show. And the first show back from the pandemic. And maybe their first 4th of July? I don't know.
And the first one back from the pandemic was their first outside show.
Right. Which may have been the catalyst for them moving shows outside. But yeah, and now since Dylan's been living here and our manager lives here, is from here and all that, it's just been more homey than ever. It's always nice.
Yeah,
It's always
so
nice to be here.
long history at the Burl, and in just 10 years, Burl's become one of the more iconic venues out here, so on the circuit. So
Yeah.
nice.
They've
So-
done a great job.
Yeah. So I got to start by asking Zack. So I heard in an interview that during COVID you worked at Home Depot for a bit to
Yeah.
pay the bills. So
Worked.
Yeah.
the first thing that
Real backbreaking.
first thing that came to mind is how could you work there all day with that horrible soundtrack that they play? I mean, it's Genesis every 5 minutes. I mean, it makes me feel like I went back to the 80s and not in a good way. So
You're right. And I
Keeps you
actually,
moving.
yeah, I actually totally forgot that I worked there until you said that.
sorry for
No,
reminding
you're
you.
good. I actually do remember. Like, yeah, I would listen to things on my phone, whether it was podcasts or it was music, but I remember we weren't supposed to listen to music, like earphones. And so, like, every now and then I get, like, busted by the manager or whatever. And then, but what was ironic is, like, there was one guy, and I think we were all stocking shelves because it's during the pandemic. So the point was to get a job where there's not a lot of people around. So I was working third shift, and all you do then is stock shelves. There's a dude who his method of stocking shelves, he would grab a grocery cart. But in his grocery cart, he had one of those big boombox speakers.
That's right.
So you would hear the Home Depot soundtrack mixed with this guy's. And he played some pretty good, like, rap or whatever. It wasn't like, it was better than Home Depot's. It would be fading in and
Home
out.
Depot's rap sucks.
Yeah. I mean, their jingle alone is just, But yeah, headphones. Thank God for headphones.
Well, you survived it, and COVID passed, I guess, and you're back on the road. So that's a good thing.
Didn't get any of that free handout money. I was too busy working. I don't want to hear about the government handouts anymore. And it's always good to know you can always go coil up some cables for some corporate folks and making honest days living.
So, something you know how to do, right?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I can coil a cable, baby.
You need that zip tie cut? I gotcha.
as you can see from the table, I could use a coil winder.
It's okay. We'll go over the over-under after this.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I can use that. So another question I want to ask, and I don't want to get a lot into influences because I feel like that's kind of a trite question, and I don't want to wander there. But I am curious. The first time I saw you guys at Rose Bowl Tavern, you closed with a cover of "Stay With Me," the Faces, and I'm curious. I'm kind of guessing at your ages, but I'm pretty sure that song. I'm pretty sure I was a toddler when that song first came out. So. How do you guys, pick a song to cover, and how do you end up picking a song that predates you by a generation or so? Oh, looks like it's Dylan's question.
Yeah, I don't know how we picked
We might have heard it in the car on the
was
way
gonna
to the
say,
show,
yeah.
and be like, "We can do this."
Let's do this one.
And I always go, Dylan, do you know all the words? Because he knows every word to every song or movie I've ever seen. And he usually says yes.
Well, if you just learned it on the way to the show, you guys did a hell of a cover.
Well, I mean, we've heard it's a song you've heard a million times, and you just kind of know it.
I think we've also all covered it with other bands that we backed up, like around Nashville or
Probably.
whatever.
Gotcha.
Like, I feel like it's a pretty common cover, but not all the covers we play are.
Did we have Justin with us? Was he playing piano
He
with us?
was.
Okay,
He was.
then it was probably also like, oh, we finally have a piano player, so we can have
Yeah.
someone do the like, oh, we finally have the extra element. Let's do
which
that.
You need, yeah.
What else can we do?
It's probably certainly why we chose that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to use the keys.
Okay. And I got a funny story about Justin, actually, that I'll just share with you guys. So when my wife and I saw that show, and I knew you were a three-piece, obviously, and so I knew keyboardist was not a full-time member of the band, but I didn't know who it was, and he was, for whatever reason, that whole show, he just had a huge smile on his face. Like he was either super happy to be
Yeah,
playing,
I wonder
or
why.
his grandma was in the crowd. I don't know what it was, but when we left there, we're like, okay, I got to figure out who that is. And the magic of Google led us to believe that it was Hunter Peebles. And so now my wife and I have the saying at home, if, one of us says, "Are you happy?" We say, I'm as happy as Hunter Peebles. But now it turns out that's not even the right guy. So
Just call him Hunter from now on. See if he corrects you.
it's going to have to be I'm as happy as Justin now. So
I play in several groups with Justin, and that's just how he is. It'll be today too. He always just has the biggest smile on when he plays.
he's just happy to play music. Well, you got to appreciate
Can't help
that.
it. He makes fun of himself about it. He's like, I guess I should have a worse time.
Oh, sorry for enjoying myself.
Yeah, right. I wish I had a smile like that all day at my job. But so let's shift to today. Not today, literally, but now. What do you guys? What's in heavy rotation when you're spinning records? Who are you listening to?
I just spent 3 months in Sweden, so I've been hearing a bunch of Swedish bands and musicians I'd never heard of before. And so that's been interesting to hear, because they love country music and blues music and reggae, but they don't try to do it like we or they do it. They do Swedish versions of it. So I've been hearing really interesting reggae and blues.
Swedish reggae.
Yes. Most notably Peps Peterson, I think is his name, and he recently died, but he was this old dude, and he went to Chicago in 1964 or something to study the blues, and he realized I can't do that, so I'm just gonna do the Swedish version of it. Anyway, so I've been listening to a lot of that lately, and that's been interesting. But I don't know, I just kind of I ride whatever's coming through the radio or whatever's just happening. I don't seek too much, but Dylan or TJ usually send me some music to listen to, and that's helpful.
Uncle Sexy.
Yeah.
That's our friend. He does send a lot of music recommendations. I've been listening to Beck a lot. I've also been listening to a lot of old Motown stuff.
All right, Zach.
I've actually been listening to Johnny Cash a lot lately. There's a kid that I teach kickboxing to, and his dad recently wanted me to start teaching him guitar lessons. And he is this little 12-year-old, and he has his grandfather's guitar, and his grandfather carved Outlaw in the sound hole.
Yeah, I did.
And the kid really likes Johnny Cash. So I taught him Folsom Prison Blues, and now I've taught him Walk the Line.
Yes.
So like I had to like go dissect those because I learned those a long time ago, but then like relearning them, and then you start listening to one Johnny Cash song, you start listening to all of them. So
Right.
a lot of Johnny Cash lately.
All right, cool. So
How many key changes are in that song?
3, correct? I think
Yes.
there's
I don't
3.
know. I've actually never learned how to play
I'm trying to
Walk
make
a
sure.
line. Yeah, every verse is another key.
It was great too because I was like, okay, this is from melodic music theory. You know, I'm a drummer, so I don't know a whole lot about melody and everything, right? But from melodic music theory, I was like, all right, I can explain this in a really like good way and sound really smart. And that's about the ceiling that I got to on guitar. I'm like, you got that, all right?
Could sound real
I'm
smart.
really gonna blow your mind, kid.
well, if you sounded real smart, that's half the battle, if not more, right? So
Yeah,
if
that's
you
what
did
I
good,
think.
Children have no sense of intelligence.
right? They're easy to
Kids
fool.
are dumb.
That's the beauty of kids, man. You can get away with all kinds of shit with kids.
What are you listening to, Brent?
God, good question. I wasn't expecting to be asked the question myself.
Yeah, how's it feel?
It's a little weird. I just picked up on a band called the Ragcoats that I've been listening to a little bit. They're pretty cool.
Out of Tennessee, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Clarksville.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you
that
go.
sounds right.
Yeah.
Shine Delphi, and then Dope Lemon, Angus Stone from Australia, who's coming through the Midwest. So I'm going to be seeing him at Bell's in Kalamazoo not too long from now. Have you guys ever played anywhere in Michigan?
Detroit,
Okay. Well, that would be a
Ann Arbor.
place.
The Rapids.
In fact, I think
Grand
you guys,
Rapids.
at least at one time in the past, there was 5 states you'd never played. Is that still those 5, or have you?
Yeah, I think so.
Was the Dakotas, Maine, and then Alaska, Hawaii?
Alaska, Hawaii, and the Dakotas.
We played North Dakota,
Did we?
maybe South. We played one of them with all the. No, we didn't. That was
We
Montana.
drove through them.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think we played there, though.
We haven't.
So still 5 states you got to play.
Yeah,
All right.
almost there.
I'll keep tracking that. So, Matthew, you're obviously a bit of a Renaissance man, a haberdasher, author, and musician. So, and I read the book, by the way, enjoyed that.
Oh, good.
It's nice to read a book that goes everywhere from karma to have a spare key to the van in case you drop one down the window.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it covered the whole gamut. I like that. But
Yeah.
I'm wondering about the book. So, if I understood correctly, you'd been a touring musician for close to a decade when you wrote it, and it's been maybe about another decade since you wrote it. So, how does it resonate with you? Do you still operate by most of what's in the book? Has it evolved?
Yeah, you try to, but it was basically just like kind of just making notes about the journey you just had. And I hope to write another one for this next decade that I've been in a band. So every decade I'll just try to write a new one. It's like making an album. You just do the best you can with where you are at that time, and you kind of just don't look back. But yeah, all those lessons, morph, and you try to remember them, but you can't remember everything. But that was just a fun challenge to see if you can organize that many thoughts and put it down in a legible way. So that was really the challenge.
I got you.
But I hope to keep writing because that was a fun challenge to do.
So I'm curious. Is there an artist that you guys get compared to frequently? Is that something that you hear? And if so, is that a compliment? Is that annoying? How do you feel about that?
You know who you guys sound like?
Right?
That's the best thing I like to hear after a show.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's like sounds like Zeppelin is like the music equivalent of Tastes Like Chicken kind of thing. Like everybody
Getting
sounds like
compared to like the modern answer to Beethoven is nice, but it gets really old after a while.
I just got my ancestry back. I'm totally related to him. It makes a lot of sense. It's really weird. I didn't see that coming. Dylan gets related to
I feel like a serious
a
answer.
tall guy.
A serious answer that I've heard a few times is the Black Crows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that? I mean,
Oh, they're cool.
I'm a huge fan. And actually,
That's a compliment.
it's funny you said that because I remember going back a number of years. The first song I ever heard from you guys was "Warning," and I was like, "Fuck, these guys sound like the Crows." So there you go. I mean, it's a
There you have it.
that, and I've been a huge fan of theirs for 30 years. So
We're pulling from the rock and roll, the Rolling Stones well. So
Right.
it's a lot of the same ingredients with our own version of that
yeah,
bunch of ingredients. So yeah, it's
well, again, I mean,
it's totally similar.
It's good. You sort of like similar to Chris Robinson, except not all the anger. So that's a great.
I try to keep it chill.
Yeah, well, there's something about their brand of angry pot-fueled music that just resonates. So
Yeah, to be that stoned and angry at the same time is an impressive achievement. I'm working on it. Give me time. I just got to get mad at more things.
there you go. There's plenty to be mad.
I can
about.
get there.
Yeah. It's easier for you to get angry than Matthew.
You ever seen him in an airport?
Probably.
I haven't seen any of you in an airport, so but that is a good place to get angry.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
It's easy.
I get less angry watching Dylan be angry. Somehow that helps.
Fucking airports and Buc-ee's and what else? I mean, there's a few places, where all the just the zombie people that don't realize that anything exists except Cheetos. Insane.
Okay, here comes the scotch.
Keep going.
Buc-ee's and airports, and where else is the worst?
I mean,
I
anything.
mean, those two take the cake.
Anywhere with a line.
Yeah. Animal Kingdom.
All right, so you guys have been playing live, obviously, for a long time, both together and in other projects. So as you guys have been together and gained more fans, gained a bigger following, has there been a shift from? And I know you're always trying to do everything you can for your fans, right? But when you go to a show, probably at one time, it's like you need them more than they need you, kind of thing, right? You're trying to get your name out there. You're trying to get people. Has that shifted a little bit to where now it's like they're there because they want to see you, and it's not you're there because you need to be there? Has that changed at all, or has your approach to performing live changed at all?
Most places, I still feel like that has not changed. But we do have we have good spots here in Chicago and Wisconsin. But in a lot of places, we still are trying to get as many fans as possible.
Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, it certainly seems like it lends itself to, one of the reasons your live shows are so good is that you're still trying to get your name out there and get people to say, shit, these guys are good, which I did a long time ago, but not everybody has. So
I hope that doesn't change. Like if people start liking you and then you start sucking, it feels like you duped them into liking you.
And that's a great segue into my next question. So
Aerosmith.
Well, that's the thing, as bands are around for a long time, it's a pretty popular refrain for people to be like, oh, I loved, whoever, Old School Police, or I loved, Aerosmith, or I loved Genesis, and then they sold out and they got shitty and they went pop or whatever. But it also occurs to me, if you're playing music for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, right, I don't think any of us write the same song at 20 that we'll write at 50, right? So it seems unfair to expect people to just keep playing the same music because that's what you fell in love with. So have you found your songwriting evolving over the years?
Yeah, totally. I think that's the best thing you can do for your audience is to stay present with whatever you're into at that time and not try to be like, oh, well, those songs I wrote at 20 is what got me here, so I'm just going to keep delivering that. Like, I don't know. If you're not doing your passionate thing, that's what you did to begin with. So keep the passion alive with whatever it is. Just be super into whatever you're into. I think that's the most honest thing you could do for your fans. And if they don't like it, then good for them because you already made the record they like.
Right.
They're happy. There you go. I made that. And then I'm going to go do this over here and have my own journey. I'm not... My journey isn't to fulfill someone else's vision of what I'm supposed to do or what they like. If I happen to have caught some people along the way, that's great, But I think that's the most honest version of doing this band thing you can do is to follow your own actual passion of whatever you're actually really into. And people come and people go, man. The fans fall in and out of love with you, and they might have loved a version of you, and that's great. To have these interactions at all is great at all. So there's no answer to like what do you fulfill their idea of you or do your own version. I don't know. That's my answer. You don't want to let your fans down or something like that, but also letting yourself down is worse.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you got to go out there every night and play stuff, and you got to sit down and write stuff. And I mean, it seems this is probably a little bit pejorative, but it seems to me a fan wants to grow with you, right? Wants to hear what's next from these guys. What are, where are they now? What kind of music are they writing? What are they into? And so,
Absolutely.
yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to close. We're at about 20 minutes here, and I want to keep my word and not keep you guys too long. I know you got things to do. But I want to finish with what will hopefully become a recurring feature, and it's not our fresh question, but I call it Rock and Roll Lazarus. So basically the question is, if you could resurrect one musician from the dead who you never had the opportunity to see play live, and resurrect them from the dead for a night so you could see him play live, who would you pick?
Robert Johnson.
Robert Johnson. Nice, good answer. All right.
Little Richard.
Libby.
Little Richard, not very old Little Richard, younger Little Richard.
When he was still little Richard. Yeah.
You want to get a Bible, don't you?
And when you're on the road, a lot of times you spend the day on your feet. It can get tiresome. That's why I choose Timberland boots.
Okay, Timberland folks, if you're listening, and you want to jump on board as a sponsor, there you go. We gave you the first one as a freebie, so thank you, Dylan, for
And
that.
hats are a dime a dozen, and you can get a hat anywhere with any kind of stuff on it. But Matt Hatter Hats is the greatest hat you could get. And if I were to choose a hat, it would be a Matt Hatter hat, handmade by Matthew Page. And they're affordable and wonderful, and you look cooler than everyone else.
Check them out on Instagram.
I have
There's
several myself.
a lot of photos out there of the hats, and they are very cool. And I assume you're wearing one of your creations right now as we speak. I hope.
This is a Matt Hatter hat.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
he is very good.
Okay. And Zach, you wanna shout any corporate entities out here?
Do you want to?
Home Depot, maybe?
No, fuck Home Depot.
Want to get your ass kicked?
Yeah. You want to punch something or kick something? Come down to Nashville Striking Club. We fight the best, and we are the best.
There you go. We've covered it all. So we now have 4 sponsors: Whiskey Signal, Timberland, Matt Hatter's, and Nashville Striking Club. So that's excellent. I got all kinds of people on board now. So. Well, listen, I want to thank you guys again for, being the guinea pigs and the first guest on Side Door Sound. I want to thank you for the music you put out, because I certainly enjoy it, and looking forward to catching you here in a couple hours tonight. Any last words for the listeners? Anything you want to put out there?
Brent, thanks for having us, letting us be your guinea pig. When you're interviewing Rick Rubin, just make sure you say, this wouldn't have happened if it weren't for my first interview with DeeOhGee, just before every show. And also, our new album's coming out this year. It's going to be great, and we hope you love it. And hope you give it a listen and keep coming to our shows. Really appreciate you.
Looking forward to the new
Thank
album,
you.
actually. Dylan, anything?
Rick Rubin does not wear Timberlands.
Okay, well, we can,
Or any
we can,
shoes.
we can change it.
She's fucking shoeless.
All right, Zach, you get to close the show. What do you got?
Thank you for having us. It's good to be here in Lexington. It's good to be anywhere playing music with these two. So come see us on the road. We got a new album. Peace.
All right, take
Thanks,
care,
Brett.
guys. See ya.
Thank you.
Thanks for stepping in the side door with us today. That's all for this episode, but make sure you subscribe and follow us wherever you consume your podcast so you don't miss a single episode. You can find us on Instagram at Side Door Sound and on Spotify at Side Door Sound. And we'd like to shout out our friends over at Whiskey Signal. You can find them at Whiskey Signal, and they remind you there's no E in whiskey. So thanks again for listening, folks, and until next time, take care of yourself and rock on.